Imagine Productions. We can film documentaries, movies, and commercials for anyone.
Hi, I want to have my dance filmed.
Great, let's get started.
We'll help you spread your ideas around the world. Imagine the possibilities.
6 o'clock reactivates my life every morning. In Romulus, a beautiful future lays beyond us. It's my job to keep it secure and promised. We look into the future. Every second, older technology is destroyed to make room for the newer, fresher, and better technology. That way, everything is updated and brand new. We all agree upon one thing: everything old is cheesy. They look into the past, digging deeper into history, traditions, and customs. Nothing can change their conservativeness. There are ignorant cowards. They are our enemies. Every morning at precisely 6:15, our meeting begins. Usually we discuss recent events and new information all day, but occasionally, some are assigned to a mission. Jax has been on several missions. Never in my life have I been trusted with one. I've always had to stay at Romulus headquarters behind the screen and watch others launch their missions. Mission? Today at 12 p.m., I will launch my mission. So the rules are simple. I fly to the embassy in Remus as a bodyguard for a representative. I sneak into the capital, Rhea, and wait for orders. I must look like them. I must act like them. And most importantly, I must think like them. I must believe that history is important, that it is vital to keep things from our past, to treasure both our mistakes and accomplishments, when the truth is that Remus is terrified of changing. But I can't fall into their old lifestyle. Too many times we've lost GAI members because they got too comfortable. Not being constantly connected to the wonderful technology of Romulus can be dangerous. I cannot be carried away. Books. They still have books. Remus clings too desperately to the past. Words. So many beautiful words strung together to make phrases, sentences, paragraphs, pages, a story. The texture, the smell of paper, the ideas that formed in someone's mind, slipping through their fingertips and bleeding out as ink on paper. And I made a Remusian friend. Amika. Amika has connections to the REA. But how can I kidnap Amika? I can't betray Cyrus, nor can I ruin Romulus's glorious future. First, I'll befriend Amika. Then, well, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
I wish I knew you way back when, before you were part of my plans. I think that we would have been friends. There's only time to live our lives. You'll be the one that's by my side, and I can promise you that you'll always be my best friend. Till the end when we part, I will give you my heart, and I promise to love you with all that it is, and I promise to be there whenever you need me, because you'll always be my best friend. You'll always be my best friend. You'll always be my best. You'll always be my best. You'll always be my best.
The time has come. I must backstab my friend, Amika. My first friend. I will not betray Romulus. Amika will be a worthy sacrifice. Ugh, what did I do? Words can stop violence. We explain the black and white of Romulus and Remus, the dark and the bright side. We will broadcast the TV show and communicate the idea of peace to everyone. Both Romulus and Remus must realize to live for this exact moment, the present. We are getting carried away, pondering the future or the past, and we never live the current moment. After the broadcast, slowly but closely, we became to know each other better. It's been 5 years since, and we, Romulus and Remus, have become brothers again. Romulus provides new technologies, not for the future, but for today. Remus teaches history and traditions, not for our deceased ancestors, but for ourselves. I've told you these events as if they'd already happened. I might just as well have described them as if they still lay in the future. But to me, there's very little difference, because what's important is to live in the ever-eternal moment. Now.
That's you guys. You listening?
Any questions for anybody?
Listening.
Yeah. So, other questions in here?
What's the call talk button on here?
You don't have to worry about
Okay.
it.
They record it and stuff, right?
And nobody else talks. Everybody else just listens. Okay, unless it's a big emergency. Okay. All right. Let's move into the control room so I can show you guys what's going to go on in there. And you're going to see what they're doing right here. Okay. And then you're also going to say, ready one to the director. What she says.
Could she see?
All right, focus. Please
Okay.
be quiet and listen.
All right. So here in the control room. Okay. Normally there are a bunch of people in here, but today it's just going to be. What's your name again? Anne. It's just going to be Anne in here. So Anne's going to be completely in charge of everything that's going on in here. Okay. So, but there are two important people in here. Where Anne is sitting is this is the director's seat. Okay. And in this case, the director, Anne, is going to be actually doing two jobs. She's going to be directing. She's going to be telling the camera people what to do. Okay, and she can see each of the cameras up here on the monitors up here. Okay, she can see all three cameras. She can see what's being recorded. So you're constantly talking. You're always talking. Okay, if you're ever that's the microphone.
Oh.
Okay, that's the microphone.
I thought the other
Okay.
part was the microphone.
Nope, the other part's just a battery pack. That's all that is. This is a microphone. And so you gotta be very careful when you're using these. Don't ever let these just sit on the floor, particularly since the floor is black and people can step on them and roll cameras over them. So at the end of a shoot, this is the first thing to be put away. You're gonna be a floor manager as well. Okay, so when she says cue, you're gonna give a great big signal to Abraham to let him know to start talking. It says cue him, you're gonna go. It's like an action. Okay, so Abraham, when you see her point to you, you start talking.
Tell us a little bit about your first experience directing. What was it like directing?
It was pretty awesome.
Very, very loose.
So tell us what you did.
You do it
I
do it like this. Just very, very loose.
told the cameras
Like
what I
that.
was gonna do,
Okay.
and then I did it.
And you did you do some of the switching?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Ibrahim Show. I am Ibrahim. On today's show, we will meet the staff of the Belmont Media Center. My first guest is Rachel. Hello, can you tell us your name?
My name is Rachel Wiederhaft.
Thank you. And what you do to the BMC?
I am the marketing and administration manager at the Belmont Media Center, otherwise known as BMC.
Thank you. How long have you worked at the BMC?
I have worked here at the BMC since November of 2012, so that was just last fall.
Thank you. And why is your job so important?
My job as the marketing manager here is really important because without marketing, which is to say telling people, promoting BMC to the public, no one would know that we're here. No one would know that they could come in and make a movie, just like you have come in and made a TV show. So my job is really important because I tell everybody that we're here and that they can come and use all of our equipment.
Thank you. What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job is that I get to meet lots of really nice people, and I get to work with really cool people like you and all the other students in the Belmont Youth Video Workshop. I get to work with your instructor, Dan. I get to work with all of the community members who come in. And everybody's so nice, and they're so wonderful, and they're making really good movies, and it looks really good, and they have great television shows, and that's the best part of my job.
Thank you. Why should kids learn about media and TV?
Kids should learn about media and TV because we see it everywhere in our lives, and if we don't understand it, we don't have an idea of what it means, then we will likely misunderstand what message is being sent, and we could become fearful of our world. Instead, this is a way for you to learn more about your world and see a bigger picture and participate in putting your own voice out there. I mean, everybody has an opinion, and everybody should share their opinion in the right way, and the right way is to do it through creating a television show like you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Happy to do it.
My second guest is Jeff. Hello, can you tell us your name?
My name is Jeff. What's your name?
I'm Ibrahim.
Nice to meet you.
How long and what you do at the BMC?
How long have I worked here?
No, how and what?
Oh, I see.
And what you do at the BMC?
Okay. Well, thank you for having me on your show.
You're welcome.
I'm the executive director, and it just means that I am sort of responsible for everything, but I'll do everything from taking the garbage out sometimes, washing the dishes, to overseeing the operation. So in a small organization like this, a small TV studio. My job, I do lots of different things, but mostly it's helping the other people here do their jobs. I ask them what they need and try to help them with their job.
Okay. How long have you worked at the BMC, and why is your job so important?
Well, I've worked here since 2006, and that would have been when you were about 2 years old?
1.
1, whoa, okay, I've worked here since you were 1. That seems like a long time. And I don't know that my job is any more important than anybody else's, but you have to have somebody who's willing to make decisions about what things you're going to do every day or next week or next month. So that's sort of what I do.
Okay. At the BMC, what is your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part? Probably actually working on productions like this, shooting, editing, and when I have time to help people like yourself with what you're doing, give you some ideas or show you how to use equipment or help you with your production.
Why should kids learn about the media and TV?
Well, do you watch a lot of TV yourself?
A little.
A little? Like how many hours a day do you think?
Maybe 1.
1? That's good.
Or 2.
Or 2. On the weekend more? Sometimes?
Yeah.
Do you look at computers and stuff?
Sometimes I read.
Sometimes
like
you read,
3
that's good.
hours.
Well, because a lot of kids and people use television to watch shows or videos, or they use computers, right? Or they use their phones, right, to watch videos, movies, TV shows. It's important, we think that, or I think, that you know how to make your own story. What you're watching and what I'm watching are stories that are told by other people about us, about our own lives. And what we try to do here is to show you how you can use cameras and editing software and tell your story the way you think you might want to have it told, and tell us a little bit about yourself. I think, and it hasn't always happened, but I think then that makes you more, not just more educated isn't the right word, but you're more able to determine what you want to do in your life going forward and how to tell your own story and not just take somebody else's word for what you should be doing with your life. And you know, like what you see on television, they always showing you commercials and things about what you need or what you don't have. And you know, a lot of that is realizing that, you know, that that's a message that you don't have to accept, or you can watch it and just decide what part of that you want to accept. That's a complicated answer, sorry.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Okay, well thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Are you going to invite me back for the next show?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Hi, my first guest is Julie. Hello, can you tell us your name?
Sure, my name is Julie DiStefano, and I am the programming director at Belmont Media Center.
Thank you. And what you do at the BMC?
Well, my job is I'm in charge of programming, which is basically putting all the shows that get produced here and other stations on the channels. We have 3 channels. Channel 8 and 28, which does the runs the government and education access programming, and 9, which is public access, and then we have 96 and 30, which is community bulletin board. And I also oversee a lot of productions in the studio.
How long have you worked at the BMC, and why is your job so important?
Well, I worked here for 7 years, and my job is important because I'm basically putting programs on the channel so that people at home can watch what gets produced here. And I'm also involved in a lot of productions and assisting producers on their shows, so I kind of help them get their shows done. And I also show people how to use, how to make shows and use equipment. So.
What is your favorite part of your job?
I like the fact that I love to do, that it lets me do what I love doing, which is shooting and editing and being involved in various parts of production, and working with others and helping them on their productions.
Why should kids learn about media and TV?
Because it's a major part of our lives. You know, a lot of people watch TV and don't really probably think about the messages they're watching, so it's good that they learn that.
Thank you for coming to to this show.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh.
My fourth guest is Adam. Hello, can you tell us your name and what you do to the BMC?
Hi, Abram. Thanks for having me on your show today. My name is Adam Dusenberry, and I am the technical director at the BMC. And I'm responsible for making sure all the equipment works, making sure everybody who uses the equipment knows how to use the equipment, such as yourselves and your wonderful crew here. And also responsible for making any upgrades and changes to the technology here at the Media Center, so that we always have the best to give you guys to make your TV shows.
How long have you worked at the BMC?
I've worked here, let's see, I've worked here since 2010, so 3 years. I've been here 3 years.
And why is your job so important?
Well, my job's probably important because, like I said, I make sure that all the equipment that you guys use to make your TV shows is in good working order. Make sure there's enough of it, enough cameras and enough cables and all that sort of stuff. So I'm important because if the camera didn't work, you can't make a TV show. And also, I do some of the training, so along with my coworker, Julie, to teach you guys and other community members how to use the equipment. So without, I guess without us, you know, getting you guys trained would be kind of hard.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of the job? Well, I guess truthfully, I'm kind of a tech geek. I like technology. I like all the cool little toys that are here, all the cameras and all that sort of stuff. So being able to play with the latest and greatest TV toys and all that is probably the best part. But I do like production as well. I like sitting in the control room and behind the camera and doing TV production as well. So yeah, I mean, both of those are probably my favorite part.
Why should kids learn about media and TV?
Because you guys, when you guys go home and at night You're watching TV. There's just so much TV and so much media. It's not necessarily just TV anymore. It's the internet. It's YouTube. It's cell phone videos. It's all kinds of stuff like that. And when you're watching the 500 TV channels that you have on your cable TV at home or your satellite, you know, there's a lot of information out there. And when you guys learn how to make TV, you're now learning how to make those messages and how to say what you want to say and what you think is important to the community who are watching, so that you're not just watching TV and being told what other people want you to think. You're actually doing it for yourself. So learning how to make TV, learning how to speak in front of the audience here in front of the cameras is a great way to do that.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you, Abraham.
Hard on the set, roll camera action.
Wait, what are you doing?
Stop! Despicable.
Move this camera back over here.
So cool.
Go on there, host.
All right, are you ready?
Yes. Start.
Good morning. Good morning.
Cut.
Good morning. Or more.
Cut.
All right. Good job. Okay. So
Come on, you stop. And I'll answer questions about you. Okay.
there you go.
Cut.